We are live, we are live, we are live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On a Thursday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, if it's evening, morning, afternoon, where you are, welcome to our awesome live webinar here for Team Wukar. My name is Jason Hull, coming at you out of the beautiful high desert of Las Cruces, New Mexico. And you're about to experience something that, if you choose to take action, could 100% change the trajectory of your life here tonight. But I want to tell you a couple quick things. This is not going to be like every other webinar that you have seen for every other company or every other opportunity or every other project that you have been in. This is going to be about vision, guys. This is about myself and my amazing co-host I'm going to bring out here in a couple seconds, being able to show you what the possibilities are for your life, being able to show you how amazing that your life can be because of what we have here on this team. So over the top excited to be able to bring this here to you this evening. So, little bit of disclaimers in the beginning. Usually your disclaimers come at the end. I'm going to do it here in the beginning because I don't want you to see what we're going to do this evening and our excitement and our passion and our love for people and what we do as hype. That's not what this is about, guys. This is not N-O-T about hype. Every single thing you're going to hear tonight is going on right now or is happening in the background and happening very, very soon. So understand, we are impassioned. This is not about hype. Make sure that you understand. That's my only disclaimer here this evening. So again, this is not your conventional opportunity. This is not your conventional business. So this is not going to be your conventional webinar. We're not going to show you slideshows. We're probably not even going to show you a whole bunch of comp plans, but there's a bunch of money here. Here's the deal, guys. We are going to show you why you should be involved in our team, why you should be involved in Wukar. Wukar is amazing. You're going to see exactly what Wukar is, who Wukar is, and what we're doing as the movement. And the next gentleman that I'm going to bring out, my co-host this evening, is going to talk about that. So, without any further ado, I want to bring out a person who I actually just met in the last few days, weeks. We have bonded. He is my brother from another mother, without a shadow of a doubt. It's kind of interesting because we have paths that have never actually crossed but are almost mirror to each other. That's the exciting part for me, is that in this opportunity and in this line of work, we can meet people who change our lives in a blink of an eye. And that's what this gentleman has done for me. His name is Jason Cardamone. He lives in Colorado with his beautiful wife and 3 kids. He's actually been in the industry for a long time. He has built teams over 30,000 people since 2006, has made over $1 million before he came into this opportunity right now. He's actually owned 2 different SEO companies and is an absolute killer guy. And here's what I mean by killer guy. His mission statement is the purpose of his life is to love, to enjoy the journey, to inspire, teach, and serve others. That is absolutely incredible. So, without any further ado, I actually want to change it up a little bit because this guy, who I'm going to bring out, Jason Cardamone, has so much energy. You think I'm pumped up? He is over the top. So we've actually given him a nickname, and I'm going to call him that nickname throughout this whole webinar. We call him Woo Cardamone. Come on out, Jason.
Jason, I appreciate you so much, brother. Guys, I am so excited to be here. I feel so blessed, first of all, to share this time with you. So wherever you're at in the world, whatever you've been doing, I just want you to know you're going to be introduced to some information over the coming minutes that if you choose to plug in and engage, you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights. You're going to have, in a good way, guys. I'm talking about sleep where you wake up before your alarm clock, pumped up to get out and change people's lives and reach out and live to your fullest potential. Those gifts inside you that have been hiding your entire life, letting those come out and realize, like, guys, we're talking about more money than you ever dreamed of if you engage. We're talking about more impact in your community than you ever dreamed of if you engage. And if you choose to take action, just be open to the information you're going to hear, it can literally completely transform your life. Guys, just 3 months ago, We literally, this whole year, have been struggling up until I discovered Wukar. This company has completely changed my family's entire life. Completely. Like a 180. And we are now going, I mean, okay, we're not even going to go into the money. It's completely changed my life, guys. I'll leave it at that. I have so much to say, but I want to stay focused here. And I want to jump back to Mr. Jason Hall. And really, you guys are in such amazing hands. We just met the last week, but it's like we've known each other our entire lives. And this guy has been in the industry for 20 years. He has been 13 years full-time. He's an expert in this industry, guys. A full-time person over a decade in this industry. He knows what he's talking about. He has a background he's like presidents of LLCs. Here's the most important thing I want you guys to know about Jason is that he has a heart. And he's married. They have an amazing dog, lives in New Mexico, all this stuff. You guys heard a little bit about that. I want to share with you guys, not only has he been full-time, he's made a lot of money in this industry. He's an expert. You need to listen to him. But more importantly, he has a heart to serve other people. One of the very first things when we first talked, like a week ago or whatever, first thing out of his mouth, I don't care about the money. All I care about is serving and helping other people. And I want you guys to know that the very first thing I heard about him, like, I love this guy. I totally wanted, rock and roll. I want to know this guy for the rest of my life. Because there's certain people when you cross paths and you know they have your best intentions in mind, where you can trust them. You know they got your back. And so that's the gentleman right in front of you, Jason Hall. And so, Jason, I'm going to throw this right back over to you so we can jump into this and really, teaches people more about the vision, what's behind Wukar, the heart, our community, what we got here for him. So what should we share with them first, brother?
Wukar, thank you very much for that awesome reintroduction, I guess. I appreciate it, brother. Same here. Likewise, you are just an amazing person. So, on to the information. Here is the deal, guys. What you're going to have access to and what you're going to hear about tonight has never been done in our industry before. I want to give you just a tiny little story, a tiny little background on myself and my situation and kind of what brought me to this place where we're sitting here right now. Like Jason said, I've been in the industry for over 20 years, 13 years full-time, have done $20,000+ months way before Wukar and, huge numbers. Here's the deal. This is something that I've never, ever seen in the history of this industry, in the history of business. One of my frustrations with what we were doing in the network marketing industry, and like Jason said, I have my own marketing group. We do affiliate marketing and Facebook products and a lot of different things, but I've always been at my heart, a network marketer because I want the power, and so do you, I know, want the power of leverage. But the problem is that most network marketers, if you put the words MLM, it means multi-level marketing, couldn't define the word marketing if you had a gun to their head and had to describe the word marketing. There is just a huge gap between usually, and this is usually, the people that are making the money and the people that aren't. And that was my frustration for a long time in this industry. My friend Ron put this in front of my lap just a short 8 weeks ago at one of my darkest times in this industry where I was ready to hang it up, guys. Okay? But here's what the story is. It came at the perfect time because when I watched the video with Matt Trainer, and it's something I'm going to talk to you about next, it blew me away because it's the missing piece. It's the missing puzzle piece that takes everything that is so amazing about networking and so amazing about online business and so amazing about the freedom that it can give you, and it takes that last piece and it takes it so everybody can be successful. Do you hear what I just said? Everybody wins. Everybody can be successful. You have to put the effort in. This is not a free ride, but you have to understand that this is something that you can do without a shadow of a doubt. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and toss it back to you, Jason, so that you can just talk a little bit about vision, and we'll go ahead and go from there.
So guys, I rewind back to 3 months ago, and we were the most of this year, guys. So I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. Most of 2014, I turned 39 this summer. I have this big 4-0 floating out in front of me. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I've been full-time since 2008, but we've always kind of coasted up and down. I make a little bit more than we needed, and then I just coast because I wasn't very inspired with the things I've been doing over these years. And I've always had a heart to serve other people, but I got frustrated because I could never create enough full-time people throughout my teams. I built these giant teams, but who cares how many people I built when I can count on one hand how many people have made $3,000 a month or more in all these years, and that was so frustrating to me. Super frustrating that I can't help more people to make more than the average, U.S. income, much less, other parts of the world and everything. So rewind back this whole year, we have been negative cash flow for the majority of 2014 here. And so it's just been frustrating. We had 2 months where we were positive cash flow, and we've had up until until August this year, all the other months, whatever that is, 7 months, 5 months out of this year, we were negative cash flow. And so 39 years old, I filed bankruptcy 9 years ago. It was one of the most embarrassing things for my dad. I wasn't proud of it, obviously, but it didn't I was like, okay, I made a mistake. I learned some stuff. My dad, wrecked his life. And so he was so ashamed of me. It was like one of the worst things and I'm the oldest son out of 4 kids. So now fast forward 9 years later, now he has his oldest son, 39, and he's asking borrow money every once in a while. And my mom's trying to, she got my back. She's trying to find ways to sneak it. And she's the most honest person in the world, not successfully doing that. And so I'm just failing. I'm basically failing. And I imagine how I would feel inside, 39 years old, family, and I can't provide. And I'm just what the heck am I going to do? So I'm scrambling. I'm jumping around. And thank God this thing was thrown at me back. I was introduced to this late July. I engaged early August, and literally my entire life is transformed. And what's amazing, so first, we had to get to where I'll tell you guys where we're at today, 3 months later. We are making more now per week than I've ever made in the biggest month in my entire 39 years on this earth. And it's going nowhere but one direction. And it's amazing. And what it's allowed me to do is we have lost, and by the way, we can't promise you guys are going to make anything. I'm not even giving you guys specific numbers. I'm saying it's a significant income. And I can't promise you're going to make anything, but if you engage and this gets in your heart and you take part of this movement we have in front of you, it has the power to change your life. Because I'm sharing with you my story, and now we're not worried about money for the rest of this year, probably for any decade, for lifetime to come. Now I'm able to finally focus on people like you and help you create a full-time income. And as I look throughout my team, I have so many people making significant incomes and so many people excited. And we live throughout all of Wukar. Guys, this is it's like a virus. People are all pumped up, and Jason gets all pumped up, and then that gets me excited, and then I want to get all pumped up. And then I go into our team community, and there's dozens and dozens and dozens of people having the biggest wins they've ever had in their life. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life, and that's why none of us can sleep, because we're all just so pumped up, because it's just this what were we talking about, Jason, earlier? Something synergy, something. What was that? What were we talking about?
It's actually, and man, I love that conversation before, brother. It's actually called viral synergy, and that's what happens when you have a group of people that get on fire. And what they're on fire for, guys, is Wukar. And Wukar stands for Wake Up, Kick-Ass, Repeat. And that's what we do every single day. This is the brainchild of a genius. And that's kind of what I want to get into next, is that, we have a community here, but the community was started back 10 weeks ago, 11 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, in that area, by a gentleman named Matt Trainer. This gentleman is a SEO star, but he is the secret weapon to people like Frank Kern, people that have huge followings. He's an SEO genius. So he's put together what you have seen here, and we have latched onto it. We have some of the most amazing people. Jason Cardamone is just one of the plethora of killer people that know everything that has to do with internet marketing. But Matt Trainer is the genius behind what we're doing with Wukar. And guys, this is a movement. And this is really important because this is not another MLM company. This is not an MLM thing. This is it. This is the thing. This is the last thing that personally I will ever have to do. And if you choose to engage, this should be the last thing that you ever have to do, because again, we have a synergy within the group. And when I talk about that, we're going to get into exactly how the Wukar and the marketing arm of what we're doing, because really the basis behind what we have here, guys, is, I talked about it before, most MLM people couldn't market. And that's been my frustration in the industry, is that I can market people that for some reason were on my team, my fault or not, could not market the way that I was doing it. But with this, guys, the marketing is here for you. We market with you assisting. Again, this is not about a free ride. This is about you putting in the work, you putting in the effort, and 4,500 currently plus synergistically working together to market and make everybody win. That's a huge, huge thing. Now, you're going to win in the exact proportions that you participate. So you're going to win based on what you do. You're going to win based on not, exactly what you have necessarily, but what you do, what your mindset is. Are you a part of the team? Are you a team player? Do you want to, do X, Y, Z for the team? There's a whole bunch of different things that we have to do, and we have options for you to do, I should say, in Wukar, but you have to understand this is a place to come to get the support, to get the marketing, and then we're able to monetize it through an amazing program. We're going to get into that. But once again, this call, guys, is really about the vision. The vision that this is something that you can latch onto and not be afraid. This is something that you can latch onto with all of your heart and soul and know that this is going to take you to the heights and to the extraordinary success levels that you want and that you obviously desire. And every single person wins. It's your choice on how much you win, but every single person wins. That's why I'm here. That's why awesome people like Wukar are here. That is just what we are about. So that's, what I wanted to say, Wukar is that the sum, okay, the whole, pardon me, is greater than the sum of the parts. The whole group together, working synergistically, making the videos, okay, putting the traffic in the funnel, using that through the rotators. We're going to get into a little bit of this more in a few minutes, but again, this is a whole group of people that are working together for you to help you be successful. As long as you are a cog in that wheel, we're here to help every single person. So, Wukar, woo! Back to you, brother.
Guys, I want to talk about this machine that Jason's referring to, and really this levels the playing field for everybody. So so he mentioned creating videos. We're not talking about a video where you put your face on the screen, you have to talk, and that, like most people, I know most of you watching this, that scares you to death. I've been coaching people how to create video since 2008, and most people are afraid to death. It's like the hardest thing. It's like public speaking. Nobody wants to get on camera. The majority of you don't want to get on camera. I know a couple of you do. We're not talking about that. We're talking about literally a process so easy where you're clicking a mouse button, you're making these little animated characters on a screen run around and say stuff that we tell you what to have them say, and the storylines are already planned out for you, and you're getting credit for that into this machine we're talking about. Just picture like a giant black box. Who cares what happens inside? Who cares what SEO means? None of that stuff matters. If you know what SEO is, great. We could talk high-level stuff all day. A lot of people don't even understand what that means. It doesn't matter. What matters is you now have a level playing field and a vehicle where you get access to this machine that Matt Trainer's built. And I'm going to I want to pull up something and read this to you guys, but it's going to take me a second to pull this up. Matt Trainer said something very special the other day around this machine we have, and we're so fortunate to be a part of this thing. And he said we could publicly say this. I think this is perfect timing. I want to share this with you guys because it's amazing. Here it is. Okay, here we go, guys. This is all Matt's words. I'm just going to read. It's like 6, 7 sentences. FYI, I got a question today about the technology being used inside of our team system. Here's my response in case you get the same question. The big investment came from the automated SEO system. That's been in development for 6 years, and it's the most advanced SEO system in the world. It's all neural networks that's based on machine learning. It teaches itself SEO and then executes it without any human intervention. Then it tests and learns what it did from the results, again, without human intervention. $2 million is actually on the low side. I have a lot more put into it than that over the last 15 years I've been doing this stuff. That's the system that's enabling all the rest of the system to work. Otherwise, it's just a traffic rotator that you can be built for 5 figures. I could use that thing all by myself and continue my very successful SEO business, or I could use it to help people to change the world. So that is what I have chosen to do. And guys, when I read that, I was like, that's exactly why I love Matt. I just got to know Matt. I've known his name for years now, but I got to get to know him in person starting the weekend of August 2nd and 3rd. And as I started to see this guy's heart, he's one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life, and you just watch him jump around. It's amazing. He's like light years ahead of where we're even at now, guys. He already knows exactly where we're going, but what's beautiful is his heart. He has a heart to serve everybody, and what I just read, those are his words typed out. He could easily just keep all this stuff himself, guys, but instead, he opens it up to you and I, and we get to plug into this machine, make these silly little things by clicking a mouse button, get credits for this machine that then directly spits out business builders in your business and customers. So you want to know why we're already having good duplication, and why as this machine starts to turn on, why it's going to just completely transform the life of everybody that's engaging, because it is going to spit out business builders for you. Do you guys know the average person in this industry enrolls like what, 2.3, 2.7 reps in their team? Over the lifetime of their business, less than 3. So imagine you now have a vehicle that my mom, she's in her mid-60s, guys. She's making these little videos, and she's been afraid of computers her whole life. My 9-year-old son, we sat down a few weeks ago to play around. We made this joking video, Kyle and his dad. That's my son's name. My son is not that good at math. That is not, in fact, it's his worst subject. So that's an exaggeration, me saying he's not that good. We sat there joking around, laughing. We just made this joke of a video for Team Wukar and sent it out to the team just to have some fun. He went over there in the laptop in the other room. I didn't even know it. Fires up the software. He makes one of these videos himself, just clicking buttons. He almost made one that would have passed our QA standards. He's 9 years old, and he knows nothing about marketing. Guys, it is my professional opinion. I'm a certified life coach. I've been doing this a long time. Anybody in the world can go grab hold of this machine, this black box called Wukar, that who cares what it does inside. What it spits out on the far side is your freedom. Woo! Financial freedom, time freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom. Freedom so you can get the heck out of your job and figure out what the heck you want to do with your life. Because when you're locked in a cage all day, you have no idea what you really want to do, but you can have the time and money freedom to figure out what that is if you engage. And I can't promise you're going to do anything. I can tell you, if you're serious and you engage in this and you let this get inside your heart and soul like it has with many of the rest of us, it can completely change your entire world all around you. And in the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to jump in and show you more about what we're so pumped up about. Before I jump back over to Jason and let you jump in here, brother.
Woo, man, I want to get going all over again, brother. I love your energy. I love what you bring to the table. But here is really what this amounts to, guys. This is a marketing arm that's going to allow you to be successful. This is a marketing arm that's going to allow you to not feel like you're on a little rowboat in the middle of the ocean trying to find people to come into your thing so you can make business and make money. This is not what this is about. This is about a synergistic team, thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are working together to fill, and this is how this is going to work, and this is how this is working. Right now, we have people in our team over 4,500 strong in Wukar, and this is just the beginning, guys. We just launch this very, very early. You are in the right place at the right time. So how this machine works, I understand this, and you don't need to know the inner workings like Jason just said, but I want you to get the overall view, is that everyone makes videos, and that those videos can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They're very simple. Like Jason just said, I have a wonderful gentleman, 84 years old, I'm going to teach tomorrow how to do it, and Jason taught his 9-year-old son how to do it. So every single person can do what we're asking you to do very, very simply. When you do that, you're going to get credits towards a rotator, and a rotator is very, very simple. It's just a little round, think of it, a little round table, and you have 10 of your friends sitting around it. But obviously in this scenario it's thousands, and every single time a customer comes through, that's going to go to the next person in line, the next person in line, the next person in line. So you're going to do tasks, okay, and those tasks are going to help you build your business, guys. This is no longer all about you. It's so amazing that if you get this, if you understand this vision, this is about what Matt just said and what Jason just read. He wants to change people's lives. This will change your life. This is not, I'll say it again, not another thing. This is it. This has every piece of the puzzle. So this marketing arm that we are all contributing to is going to help you to be successful no matter what your previous relationship was, no matter what your previous history was, no matter what your previous success or failure was. You can be successful here. So what we're going to do now is we just kind of showed you, and I want you to understand the vision and the marketing arm, because really, guys, what we're going to show you next is an amazing company. An amazing company. I've never seen anything like it, but it's just an amazing company without what we have with Wukar. What we have with Wukar makes this astronomical, bigger than anything I've ever seen. Again, this is not hype. This is 100% happening right straight now. So what Wukar is going to do next is he's going to take you into the product, into what we offer the people, because we have an amazing product that every single person uses almost every single day, and it's not going to change your buying habits, and it's not going to take extra money out of your pocket that you're not going to want to spend in 30, 60, 90 days, and you're going to keep it for a lifetime. So, Jason, show us the back office of Doobly.com. You're muted. Can I unmute you? No, you have to unmute yourself.
That was me. Sorry. Okay, can you see the Doobly back office here?
I see it. Beautiful, brother.
So guys, it just proves you can make a whole bunch of money, you can change a whole bunch of people's lives, have a whole lot of fun while blessing everybody around you and not even know what the heck you're doing and still mute your mic and everything. So guys, Doobly, we have over somewhere around those terms of like 10,000 stores around the world. There's over 4,000 in the US alone. And so I'm in this thing called the shopping mall here. And we're just going to give you like a real quick tour of how this all works. So I clicked on shopping mall. This demos some of the stores. And so stuff like Target pops up here, 7.3 up to 7.3% cash back. Macy's 8%. David's Cookies, DKNY, Ralph Lauren. How else do I find like the amazing stuff? Let's jump over to I know clothing's like really popular, especially in the women's markets. We're just going to jump down here and see. I thought there's a way to see like some of the really popular ones. I actually want to just fly up here. I want to show you guys. Hang on, my screen's like doing weird stuff. I want to show you guys. We have some amazing retailers. For example, Apple.com, guys, up to 7% cash back. I've been buying stuff from Apple, getting 7% cash back on my purchases. So we have this cash back engine that basically the stuff people are already buying, they're buying every day right now. Millions of dollars. I don't even know the stats. I think Jason has, and we'll talk about whatever percentage of people and millions, whatever dollars are being spent every day right now online. You get a chance to get in front of that. And anybody who has any kind of business sense whatsoever realizes this is like one of the most powerful things you've ever seen. So we have things like, I believe we're the only place in the world where you can get up to 7% on all Apple products that you buy through the portal here. And let me jump. Jason, is there anything, where's the part in the back office that we show the stats and everything? I want to go find out where that is.
You got it. Just go under. There you go. Just go ahead and log back in. So while he's going ahead and doing that, want to actually understand something, guys. This is really, really important. What we offer here is we offer free cash back. Every single customer that comes into what we're doing with Doobly and Wukar, they sign up for free. F-R-E-E. There is no cost to sign up for free, and every single person that comes as a customer starts at that level. So what I'm telling you is that you're giving a product away to people for free that they use every day, not asking them to spend anything else out of their pocket than they normally would spend by going to Walmart.com, Target.com. I just got an accessory for my MacBook Pro at Staples.com. You have the ability to give or actually sell a product that is free. How amazing is that? And then when they go into that portal, they're going to get between in that area up to 80% cash back, guys. Here is the biggest part. In order to make money in today's economy, I heard an amazing person who I respect immensely say the best way is to find out where the money is going, guys, and get in front of it. Find out where the money is going and get in front of it. Write that down because it is genius. Because you know where the money is going? $262 billion will be spent in the next 2.5 months. Christmas season, holiday season. It is absolutely astronomical. And actually, those numbers, pardon me, were just from 2013. 2014, they're expecting to be even bigger in the fiscal year. So understand that where the money is going on online shopping. Over a 5% growth last year. They're expecting almost double digits this year as far as the e-commerce and what's going on. Get in front of where the money is going to make everything that you possibly could want and every desire that you have. So that's my little part. You obviously have it back up there, my brother, so go ahead and take it.
So guys, this is the main screen right here when you go to Doobly.com, and I just want to show you a couple things. So here's where our customers sign up for free, and it's literally as simple as they sign up. It takes seconds. It takes seconds, and actually it won't let me sign up because I'm logged in, so hold on. All they need, they enter their first name, like a username, email address, and a password or something. It's like 3 or 4 fields. You sign up completely for free. And then they go to me as a customer, I would sign up for free. Then I go to shop, and I get cash back. And I actually want to show you guys what I've done. This is just since August, guys. I'm going to click on my cash back tab. I personally have $200.44 pending. And actually, my recent transactions in the past day or two, they're not even showing up here yet. But guys, that's an average of like a little bit under $100 a month so far. And the average person, the average VIP customer saves somewhere. Actually, let me show you guys. Let me give you just an example. So here's some things. Here's Best Buy purchase I made on October 13th for $124.99. I got 1.31% of regular cash back and $1.31 and $7.50 of membership cash back. I want to take you guys back to September. Let's see what let's check into the shopping habits of Jason Wukar back in September. So guys, I took a trip, hotels.com. I don't know why there's 2 charges for $270. I thought it was like 1 charge for 5 something, but I got because this one didn't count or something. So $15 plus $16 worth of cash back on a hotel I booked. Here's an Expedia charge. I got actually nothing showing for that one yet. But you guys see, these are individual transactions. These one on the 19th, this was me buying a GoPro. Actually, you can't see it, but I'm holding it in my hand. I'll show you guys in a second. The GoPro is $399, a bunch of accessories for it. The total bill was like just shy of $800, and I got cash back for every single one of them. So just want to show you that, it tracks every single item that you're buying. And so that's a customer side. Now, as we come down here, you guys have a chance to earn on your customers. And there's these little things you can play with. I mean, the average customer, VIP customer right now, is saving somewhere $800 to $1,000 a year. I don't know the exact numbers. It's just shy of $100 a month on average for the average VIP customer in Doobly. And so there's 3 levels, guys, that you can upgrade. So at the free level, you get the bottom percentage of cash back. I'll show you in just one moment. There's a premium level, which is $4.95 per month, that if I were to choose that level, I save the regular cash back plus 4% annually. And if you're a VIP member for, this says $49.50 per year because I'm logged into the wrong portal here. This would be if you were outside of the U.S. on a global portal. This is supposed to be $99 per year. And I think if I do U.S., let me see if I can trick it here. There we go. So in the U.S., $99 per year. And this one gets me regular cash back plus 6% monthly, which is the numbers you guys are just seeing in my back office. And so you guys see you can save on Priceline, Hotwire, and all these travel places, all kinds of stuff. Mrs. Fields, Godiva Chocolate. We're here around Halloween. There's Halloween stores. Jelly Belly. Guys, it's like 4,000 of a lot of popular retailers all around the world. This isn't like Joe's shop down the street. So I want to show you, we have this toolbar that as you're searching Google, so what do? You go to a store, you check something out, you're like, I want to get the best price on this thing. So then a lot of people come home and where do they search for to see if they're going to get a good price? They go to Google. So I'll just give an example of a TV. We just bought a Sony TV, and I think I'm just going to do Sony 50-inch TV. I have no idea what's going to show up here. And actually, hang on, I need to reload I might need to reload the whole page here. There we go. So as I do this Google search, notice how down here at BestBuy.com, 7% cash back. Sony.com, 8% cash back. Walmart.com, 7% cash back. Sears.com, 7.3% cash back. So I'll just save you guys, this is exactly the search I did the other day. And by the way, we would have got a bigger TV, but the area we're sticking this thing into wasn't bigger. It couldn't fit more than this exact TV. So we ended up, the lowest price of this thing was like $799 at Best Buy, and I think at a couple other places, but Best Buy also gave us 7% cash back. So if you run the numbers, we basically got like $56 cash back on this TV. And when you hover over this, it shows free members 1%. Premium members would get 5%. That's the monthly, the $4.95 per month. A VIP member would get 7%, which is what I got. And that, we just basically saved 56, not basically, we straight out saved $56 on an $800 flat screen television. That's money just laying on the floor, guys. You got to realize, this is, and Jason, I'm throwing this right back to you right after I say this. And I want to come back on screen when I'm saying this because this is powerful. Guys, you got to realize this is money laying on the floor. You know what I would have done 3 months ago? I would have bought the same TV from Best Buy. I would have said, I want to come pick this thing up. We go and pick it up. I would have paid the same $799 for it, but I would not have the free $56 that's just laying on the floor. So this company, Doobly, has allowed me as a customer to save $56 cash back on this thing. It's ridiculous. It's the biggest no-brainer thing. So me as a customer, it's a huge win. Who else wins? Me as a representative, as a BA, business associate in this company, because I get a percentage of that thing. It's like reaching in the maybe I want to say the reaching in the pockets thing, Jason, but let me jump back to you. Can you explain that side of it? I want to throw back to you and let you explain the side of it of how do people make money as a BA? How do BAs make money on this thing we have in front of us?
Well, there is an amazing way that we actually make money. And guys, how we make money is by people doing what they do every single day anyway. That's how we make money. You know, Jason and I were talking before this, and he had a great analogy. And that analogy is that it kind of goes along with the go where the money is and get in front of it. Okay? And he talked about how about every time that you have a customer who signs up for free, okay, and every time they go and they buy something at Walmart.com, every time they go and buy something at Staples, every time they go and buy something at Nordstrom, every time they go and buy something at Apple, you're able to go into their pocket and take a dime, a nickel, a quarter, a penny. That's what we do, and it's not from the customer. Understand this. We're not taking away from the customer. The customer gets the most cash back anywhere you ever will get. There's credit cards out there that will give you 1%. 1%. We give up to 80 that I've seen personally on our mall. So again, the point of this is that the way we make money, guys, is we have customers, and we're going to have a whole bunch more starting in another couple of weeks when these rotators kick on, that you have the ability to take out those nickels, those dimes, those pennies, those quarters, and sometimes dollars, by the way. Jason, as you saw, he got dollars when he got his cash back. But as a business owner, guys, there's two separate areas of this. And I want you to really make this distinction. There's the customer side, and this is actually an ingenious part of Doobly, because the customer side is the customer side. There's no intermingling between the customer side and the network side, the Doobly network side. This is a customer acquisition model. And when I tell you the next numbers, it's going to floor you, because it floored me. We're almost 400 customers to one associate. I'll say that again, 400 customers to one associate. That is the reason that this is sustainable, long-term residual income that you have never, ever seen before. This is not about somebody that you're recruiting into this business that's going to take the auto ship, which they're going to have to make, obviously take money out of their pocket that they weren't planning on spending, and they're going to cancel in 30, 60, 90 days. Well, guess what? With this, they're never canceling this. I'm never canceling my Sam's Club membership because I save 10 cents a gallon on my gas. I'm sure as heck not going to get rid of this. I'm saving $900 plus a year on my VIP membership. There's not a chance you're getting this out of my hand. So here's the long story short, guys. This is about customer acquisition. This is about bringing in, and this is a U.S. market, and by the way, we're global, all over the world. I have team members. Actually, I just have a new team member in Samoa. You know where that is? I have and he's a great guy. I have team members in New Zealand, in Australia, and we have team members all over the world in Wukar, 4,500 strong. We have just started this, guys. Understand, this is a movement that it can absolutely change your life because of the business model that we're in with Doobly, okay? The business model being customer acquisition and not based on associates only. This is not based on building 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people in a team. We have people that are making significant money that you have to understand doesn't have to come with a large team. It comes with a large customer base. And that's what we're doing. And that's the marketing machine. You see, like I said in the beginning, every piece of the puzzle here, guys, is in place for you. All you have to do is make a decision. You have to make a decision to get off your hands. You have to make a decision and take a life-changing decision. So again, the money side of this, guys, is huge. We're not going to go into specific numbers. There's all kinds of different videos out there that you can go and do your research. Not a problem. What I recommend doing actually is I'd recommend going to dooblynetwork.com, and you can actually show that on the screen share, Jason, when we turn back to you there. So if you go to dooblynetwork.com, you can look that we have obviously offices all over the world. We have offices in Berlin, in Fort Lauderdale, in Dubai, where the leadership just was a few weeks ago. You have the opportunity to be in something that is worldwide. Every single country in the United States, every single country in the world, not in the United States, every single country in the world, and you have the ability to make a significant income because you're getting in front of the money. So that is this right we're looking at right here. I'm going to actually turn it back to you, Jason, because I think if they're seeing me. Go ahead. You talk, brother.
There we go. Actually, I was just going to, if you click on my screen, I was just going to walk them through some of this stuff as you were chatting. I mean, guys, this company has a leadership staff and corporate staff that I've never seen in any company. And I would actually, Jason, I mean, we can talk about that all day. You guys can just come check it out. Click on Who Are We, click on the leadership, check all this stuff out. It's an amazing board of directors and amazing management team with an amazing background. And we could sit here and talk about it all day, but there's a reason why. Here's what I want to say. Forget about this stuff. I got something important to say. So guys, I'm sitting in a room in the weekend of August 2nd and 3rd, and I'm looking around this room. It's a dark room, and I won't even go into why it's a dark room, but I'm looking around, and some of the most successful people I've ever been around in my life are sitting in that room. There were people in that room that managed 7- and 8-figure monthly ad budgets for gigantic companies. There are people in that room that make 7 and 8+ figures per year, guys. And I'm looking around the room, and all of us are looking back at each other like, is this real? Like, we're pinching ourselves like, are you kidding me? And so I had my questions and stuff, and I wanted to get them answered. But as I'm looking around the room with some of the smartest people I've ever been around, and this Matt Trainer guy's up in front of the room leading the charge, and we're looking at him like, holy cow, he's fired up about this. And then we look at each other like, well, you're, okay, what were your concerns? Okay, we knocked that one out. What were your concerns? Yours. And we're all looking at each other like, dude, we've never seen anything like this in our life. And I watch people from all backgrounds and all. Guys, this wasn't network marketers. This wasn't just internet marketers. These were entrepreneurs and leaders of all walks of life, all kinds of different, corporate guys, all kinds of stuff. And every one of us is looking at each other like, oh my gosh, this is, I can't believe. It's like a win-win-win. And every way we look at it, we're in front of the biggest wave that we've ever seen in our entire life. And I'll never forget that. Any little doubts I had creeping up in my mind, I'm looking around like, that guy's way more successful, he's way more experienced than me, and he sees this. That girl, that guy, that gal, every single one of them, like, dude, all of us are seeing the most beautiful and amazing life-changing thing we've ever had, and we're so blessed to be around a guy like Matt that could just keep all this stuff, but he has a huge heart to share it with all of us. I'm going to make a super bold claim right now. You will never, ever in your lifetime have the opportunity like you have in front of you right now, and probably neither will your children or your parents didn't. You'll never see anything like this again. This spans multi-generations. There are moments in your life, and most people never even get a moment like this, but there are moments in a person's life where they can take a little blip of your lifetime, and you can work just a little harder with a little more effort and create 100, 1,000 times the results. And that's like a normal person's lifetime. You have something like this, you're talking about multiplying it in numbers where your brain doesn't even start to understand it. That's what's in front of you right now. You will never, ever have a chance like this for the rest of your life. So I encourage you to engage. Click there's a link below this video somewhere. Get back to the person that sent you here. Lock arms with us, with Wukar here. You're never going to have a chance at anything like this. And I know that sounds hypey, and I know your BS meters are going off. I encourage you to check this stuff out because this is amazing. Jason, take it over.
I think that's awesome, brother. I think that you have just summed up exactly what this is all about. You know, this is about having an amazing company that is customer-based and all about giving people value, and an amazing marketing arm with leaders and people that have just absolutely blown my mind to be associated with. You have every piece to this puzzle. You have the internet marketing gurus, you have the SEO gurus, you have the people here that can assist you to make it happen. And I just want to expound on one quick thing, and then we're going to wrap this up. It's not a record. The record's 43 minutes, but we're doing pretty darn good here this evening. What I want to say is what kind of go off what Jason just said. You know, in our lives, it's said that we have only a few chances to change our trajectory. And what that means is that this is a life-changing decision that you can say yes or you can say no. And there's only a few times that happens in every single person's life, because our life goes by like that. Okay? So I have to ask you right now, this is one of those opportunities. This is one of those projects. This is one of those times that you're seeing this right now for a reason, guys. You're seeing this right now because this is where you're meant to be right here, right now. So if you only have a few options or a few opportunities to change your trajectory in your life to not only your life, but your legacy and what you leave behind to your family and the people you love and you care about, there's only just a very, very small number of those. So here's my question to you. My question to you is this the first one, or is this your last one? Up to you. Your choice. I know this is my last project. It can be your last project too. So get back to the person that invited you here. Get back to the person that gave you this link. Wrap your arms around them. Say thank you so much for inviting me and showing me what's going on here. It's revolutionary. Be part of the movement. Be part of Wukar. Wukar! Woo!
Jason, I gotta jump out, dude. I am so on fire. I am so pumped up listening to the words you're speaking, because I just went back in time and I remembered so many people I've worked with that have been struggling, and they just couldn't make things work, and they've tried internet marketing, they've tried network marketing, they've tried to do all this business stuff. And I want you to know, if I'm speaking to you right now, you've had a life, you've had troubles, we've all had hard parts in our life. Guys, you have a chance to win here. I'm telling you, there's a reason it's okay that you failed in the past. That's all by design. You were designed to be here right now, and you're hearing my voice at this very moment, and even now you have a chance to make a decision. And it's okay, all the stuff you've been through, all it was to prepare you for where we're going together. And you need to lock arms with us. Come and you just need to plug into this thing, because I'm looking around me and throughout all of Wukar, you guys, if you could see the Skype chats that I have, if you could hear I was just on a phone call right before this, the hope in people's hearts, it's amazing. I have chills all over every single day, all day long. I'm watching people become more inspired than they ever have, and you have a chance to plug into the exact same thing that all of us are. And it's okay where you've been, but there's only one way. I don't care how much fair, I don't care if your whole life has sucked, and that's how you've defined your life up to this moment, because you have a chance to make a decision right now and change everything moving forward. Because tomorrow is not defined by your past. It's defined by the decision you make right now. And you get a chance to rise up. You can literally change generations of your family tree to come and lock arms with us and plug into the most amazing thing that's ever happened, ever. And this is your chance right now. Go down, click the link. Let's lock arms. Let's make this thing happen. We love you guys. We will see you guys on the inside.